around a moment. And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Lembrar even pequeno.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
I heard about Carry1st hosting this event and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything to us. We're not just here to represent NXG but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent's ever seen, so winning does mean everything to us.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
That's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
Losing tournaments like this it can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong will force and everything just to know breakdown or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
we can't really see who's the best until we see it at the final.
Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or the Ghanaians? Whoever wins gets the jollof bragging rights.
The Carry1st African Cup for Call of Duty Mobile is back, and this time it's officially a qualifier for the 2025 CODM World Championship.
Share with me your excitement when you heard something like this.
The day I saw the news, I was on the Slack channel, with our partners, and I just call them champs for Africa with a question mark. I screamed. I literally screamed. That kind of news where you can't tell anyone and you're shocked
but you want to share it with somebody.
But you want to, but you can't,
For the first time ever, Africa won't need an invite. They'll learn it. On skill, on strategy, and on sheer will. $15,000 prize pool for the African qualifiers. Winners advance to compete for $1 million on the world stage.
$15,000 on the line. Put yourself in the player's shoes right now. How do you think they are feeling about that $15,000 prize? But not just that, a chance to also qualify for the World Championships.
If you tell me, hey, pick one, either you get this $15,000 or you go to World Champs.
You're picking the other.
Money is a lot, but I know there are players that would certainly want to, get that ticket to go to the World Champs. As a player, I would definitely do everything within my power to make sure. See, that's tickets. I must get that.
This year, legends will rise. From the streets of Accra to Lagos, Nigeria, from Cape Town to Casablanca, the road to the World Championship runs through Africa.
If you told some people that we're going to be here 2-3 years ago, they wouldn't have believed, right? But we're doing it. So one thing I just want to keep hoping we get is the support of the community, right? Let's always establish that forum where we can sit, we can talk, we can understand.
Big Daddy. Big Daddy, and you? Easy. All right, so these guys have done all the big talk. What are we expecting from you?
Well, all I can say, we've been preparing since, we've been working hard, working towards it, so our effort to show today.
Our efforts will show today. So as you can see, the guys are charged. So let's see how it goes, guys.
How could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
I mean, where I even can.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
I heard about Carry1st hosting this event, and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything for us. We're not just here to represent NXG, but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent has ever seen, so winning does mean everything to us.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
That's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
Losing tournaments like this it can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong real force and everything just to know break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
we can't really see who's the best until we say at the final.
Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex Clan coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or Ghanaian? So whoever always gets the jollof bragging rights.
The Carry1st African Cup for Call of Duty Mobile is back, and this time it's officially a qualifier for the 2025 CODM World Championship.
Share with me your excitement when you heard something like this.
The day I saw the news, I was on the Slack channel, with our partners, and I just call them champs for Africa with a question mark. I screamed. I literally screamed. That kind of news where you can't tell anyone and you're shocked.
But you want to share it with somebody.
But you want to, but you can't,
For the first time ever, Africa won't need an invite. They'll learn it. On skill, on strategy, and on sheer will. $15,000 prize pool for the African qualifiers. Winners advance to compete for $1 million on the world stage.
$15,000 on the line. Put yourself in the player's shoes right now. How do you think they are feeling about that $15,000 prize? But not just that, a chance to also qualify for the World Championships.
If you tell me, hey, pick one, either you get this $15,000 or you go to World Champs.
Yeah. You're picking the other.
Money is a lot, but I know there are players that would certainly want to, get that ticket to go to the World Champs. As a player, I would definitely do everything within my power to make sure. See, that ticket, I must get that.
This year, legends will rise. From the streets of Accra to Lagos, Nigeria, from Cape Town to Casablanca, the road to the World Championship runs through Africa.
If you told some people that we're going to be here 2-3 years ago, they wouldn't have believed, right? But we're doing it. So one thing I just want to keep hoping we get is the support of the community, right? Let's always establish that forum where we can sit, we can talk, we can understand what's going on, and we can build for this community just the same way the community is building and rooting for us. That's the most important thing. Like I always say whenever I'm on the spot, is always carry first. Always carry first. So that's it.
(2025), and as I said, this is part of the African qualifiers, but it is Ghana's very finals. Who is going to make it out? Okay, so I have some fans here. Please, I want to hear the excitement in the house. A round of applause. Yes. I heard aura there, and I'm hearing 31 knots here. Where's the balance? Can I hear from the Aura fans? What about my 31 nuts? Okay, guys, so that's about it. Very soon, the guys will get to the gaming. But I have the pundits out there. I have Just for Game, Joel's for Game, and then I'll also have Nexus at the backside. They will be doing the punditry. So let me go over to them. They know all the nooks and crannies about these gamers. And then we have Carly1st and Nexus. What I mentioned earlier is their stage names. So we'll be going over to them right now. They'll tell us a bit about the various teams before we go into the gaming itself. So over to you guys.
Like, how could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Whenever I even can.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live and we are set to go here. It's the Carry1st Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier. And beside me here, is it left or right? I think it's going to be left, chat. I've got the one and only Tiano himself, man. Welcome, man. How do you feel? How do you feel today?
Well, how's it going, brother? Just want to say thank you so much for the lovely introduction. I really do appreciate it, but I'm super excited today. As mentioned, it is the Carry1st Africa Cup back again. And obviously, leading up to that will be for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2025. We're about to witness the two Ghana teams in Aura 233 and 31 Not Esports. And I'm quite certain we've got a high-octane pace game for us on our hands today, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, these two, they are probably the best in Ghana. They are, because, you know, they are the finals here, so they are the two best in Ghana, there's no doubt about that one. But Aura 233 coming into the grand finals have not lost a single game, not a single map. So this is going to be something, you know, this is going to be quite something for them. They have a lot to prove still. Can they go through the whole thing unscathed and untouched? And 31 as well, you know, good run so far. Haven't dropped a couple of maps and, you know, made their way back to the finals here. But now, can they seat up against the big dogs Aura 233? It's a do or die event here, man. It's one way out to get to the land in Lagos. And, you know, what do you think it's going to look like here? It's a best of 7, and from what I know, there already is a map advantage for Aura 233. So 31, they are fighting from behind, and this is going to be quite something, you know, for them, because now they have to play a catch-up, and at the same time, they also have to go and take that lead. So what do you think it's going to look like here, man?
Yeah, Cal, definitely a favor in terms of the side from Aura. They've got that map advantage, as you've mentioned. So mentally, the gents from Not Esports could have a mental block, you know, obviously going into the matchup. But it's an underdog story for us. We all love the underdog story. You know, it's a LAN environment. These players obviously aren't used to sitting perhaps in their houses, their bedrooms, their couches, wherever they might play. So a lot of different factors will be going into this environment. As a whole mental game, you've got the crowd cheering there in the background. And I think it's going to be a stellar performance from both teams. Obviously, Aura 233 will be the favorites to win, going unbeaten throughout the entire group stages and playoffs, and they're still yet to drop a map, Carl.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely correct. They are favorites going into this one. They already also have that one, you know, advantage with the map, so making things a little bit easier for them. But so Kelvin on the chat says this stream will be so short. I don't want to believe that, man. I don't want to believe that. I think 31 have a fighting chance here. They have everything in you know, it takes to actually go ahead to the Aura 233. Hopefully, we even get that map 7 out to play. Hopefully, guys, go and get map 7. But you know, the very first map, Combine Hardpoint. This is where things are just that map, man. But before that, look at that, $15,000 USD. That is going to be our prize pool for the whole Carry1st Africa Cup 2025. Big shout out to Carry1st, guys. That's a lot of money on the line. And you know, Tiana, what would you do if you had $15,000, man? What would you do with that money?
Oh, Carl, that's a good question. I'm sure, you know, people would do many things with the $15,000. Obviously, the situation that I'm in currently, I'd probably pay off or put some money towards the bond or something of my house. You know, maybe take the wife out for a nice date, whatever the case might be. But yeah, it really is truly amazing Massive shout out once again to Carry1st and Call of Duty Mobile. Thank you for providing African gamers what we've long yearned for. I mean, since 2019, we've been waiting and wondering, when will our year come? When will we finally be able to represent Africa on the main stage, the global stage of the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship? And it is here. And let's just rally our boys, rally the African continent. Let's get online, get on social media, whatever the case might be. You know, hashtag Carry1st Africa Cup, hashtag Carry1st Cup. Send it far and wide, wherever it may be, Carl. Send it into your WhatsApp group chats. Send it to your family chats on WhatsApp. Let's engage. Let's get it all over. Let's get the stream pumping and the chat also vibing.
Yeah, don't forget to engage in the X, guys. You want to make sure you're putting our post there. Make sure the hashtags Carry1st Africa Cup or Carry1st Cup 2025. Personally, I'm going to go to tweet one now, and I'm just going to say who I think is going to win. So look out for my tweet, guys. It's going to be on the X. But, you know, you guys as well, go to the X, put out your predictions of who you think is going to get the win. You know, I'm thinking, you know, Cast might get the win. Is that a Cast playing this event? In this particular Ghana. I think I'm drunk again, guys. There's no Cast. It's 31 and Aura 233. So literally, it's either of those two. But you guys go out there on X and make your predictions count. Use the hashtags. Don't forget to use the hashtags there, as we are going to see. But again, the teams that have qualified so far: Sage from Senegal, Uganda's nondescript, and of course, Instinct. We saw absolutely dominate the Egyptian qualifiers last week. And now we are in the Ghanaian regional finals, where either Aura 233 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So, yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Here we go again, Carl. And for those who still have the upcoming regional qualifiers, please, guys, go enter. It's quite simple. Check, you know, which dates your cups are, when registration deadlines end, and just go to cup.carry1st.com. I think Nigeria is still coming up, South Africa, Kenya, and make sure that you guys get signed up. As you can see there, the tournament schedule has got us pulled up on the screen. It's still, and the wildcard as well, Carl. Very interesting to see who will come out on top from that. Selection over there has obviously been introduced for the first time this year. We did not have that selection last year. So maybe there's some diamonds in the rough amongst the players from the wildcard slot, and we could see potential some superstar players from that online qualifier.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, when I was the wild card, I've been thinking though, what countries actually didn't get a chance to be here? You know, West Africa, Uganda, North Africa, which regions didn't get the chance to be here? And I've been looking towards Malta because I've heard they had a lot of, you know, CODM players that actually are voted. So I'm hoping, you know, looking forward to seeing those wild card teams absolutely shock the rest of Africa here. Maybe they might actually have something in store for us. But, you know, don't forget to make sure you're registering your teams before your deadline so we can get this party started. But again, back to our maps here, you know, it's a best of 7. Or already have the first map advantage there. So we are not going to see Apocalypse get played. So we're going to start things on Hardpoint Combined. And this is a classic map that personally I don't like to play, but I think I might like to cast it. You know, so what do you think this map is going to look like on the Hardpoint, Tiano?
Yeah, Carl, like you mentioned, obviously a newer Hardpoint map introduced to the Hardpoint rotation in the competitive set. Something that we're not familiar with, as is obviously being played now. If we see from the previous streams, you know, you get your, like we mentioned, your Hacienda hardpoints, your Apocalypse hardpoints. So it's going to be interesting. Quite a close quarter combat map. You know, not really too much long lanes of fire, but there's power positions that your assault rifle players will definitely take advantage of, and you know, those SMG players on either respective team must be firing on all cylinders. You know, making sure that their fingers are completely warm. You know, those finger sleeves are pulled up to the knuckle of their fingers, and I think we're going to be in for a good hardpoint combine map.
Yeah, I mean, I actually agree with that one for sure. So, well, Combine's going to start things off again. And then we eventually head into Tunisia, Search and Destroy, Crossfire, Control, Hacienda Hardpoint for a rerun, Raid S&D rather, and Standoff Control to close things off. Well, the question is, are we going to get to that map 7? A lot of you on the chat don't believe that. But that's where the underdog story for 31 comes up. They might be one map down, but they have everything it takes to get 4 back-to-back maps here. I mean, you can never tell, man. You can never tell. But Aura, on the other hand, they are definitely here to prove something, and what they're proving is that they are the best team in Ghana, and they want to come out on top by, you know, not dropping a single map all the way till the land finals. There it's going to be in Lagos. But you know, I mean, I'm just a little bit, worried about, the hardpoint game with Combine here. We've seen Aura, man. These guys are flawless. They are really destroying the hardpoint team. You can't deny that. They have the good. We saw them before last year. The LAN last year. They were the Ghanaian top seed for the LAN, and they might have been the first to leave the event, but. What we saw there, the gameplay, the strategy, these guys were absolutely top tier. And I think, with Sama coming in, or whether Sama, a very popular player, content creator there as well for the Ghanaian side of things, coming into that roster, I think that's a little refurbishing and it's going to make them a lot better. And, 31 have a lot to look out for. Rune, Gamebay, Sunflower, those players, man. We've seen those players before. The chemistry now from last year up until now is only going to get better. It's going to be top notch now. So 31, they have a lot to look out for, and they have to make sure they're able to match the energy or GTV are going to be bringing down to the stage here.
Definitely, Carl. As we mentioned, obviously, Aura, not new to the scene. They've got tons of experience. The chemistry has been built over the last year. Didn't necessarily have a good showcase last year at the Nairobi Grand Finals or the first Africa Cup, but they've got the LAN experience, which is where they're participating today at Accra, the venue where the LAN is being held. So, Carl, I think we're about to get things underway.
Yeah, finally, chat. It's Combine Hardpoint. Here we go. Kickstart things off, and Aura 233 do have that map advantage, and now they want to get a double lead here. But 31 are looking to get things started up. So now, finally, Combine Hardpoint. Here we go. Everybody wants to get that V1. It's very open. Don't forget that. So it's literally anybody's game. The team with the better gunfight skills are most likely going to have the Hardpoint on lockdown. But Aura, of course, are going to get there first, and they are already racking up points. So 31 now playing catch up in the maps and also playing catch up in Combine here.
They sure are playing catch up at the moment, Carl. As we can see, Aura currently 15 seconds and counting from P1 hardpoints. Interesting selection with guns over here. USS-9, obviously the preferred SMG within the competitive rule set. And Ruin, once again, with the power position, XM4 in hand, just getting the kills and watching the lanes for his players to soak up all those points in the hardpoints.
Yeah, we go again 22 and so far P1 are going to have the majority of the hardpoint time soaked in. 31 though, so trying to find a way back in, but now they need to go to P2. The scrap time is going to start counting, and eventually you need to make sure you're getting a rotation for P2 first. Once you get it locked in, you might be able to start, bringing that point back to, a closer range. But eventually now Aura winning majority of the gunfights, heading to that P2 as well. The spawns are looking to be in their favor, so 31 are playing catch up. They are on the back for them. They are also going to lose that spawn going into P2. So now this is going to be a major problem for 31. If you're them, you're on the back foot, you're trying to get the lead tied up. And now we see Gamebay with that time 63 getting a double kill. See that smoke? He's still going to find one more. Now he falls, and still 31 trying to get that break into P2.
It is, and once again, Aura with control of P2, soaking up all of these points, making sure that they're watching every single lane. Unfortunately, the boys from 31 Not Esports unable to make even a break in the shield of Aura. With 35 seconds remaining, Carl, it seems like at the moment this is all Aura 233's game.
I mean, so far, you can't even deny that one. P2 has been their game. P1 also has been totally in their favor. And now you're going to P3 if you're 31. The only thing you're thinking about is how can we get that lead to not keep climbing? It's 81 and 2. I mean, this is not even close by a single mile. And right now, Aura 233 are probably Aura farming because they are just dominating this one. Now back to P3, and who's going to get there first? 31 though, they are going to have rotations working in their favor. Now the thing is, even if you get that the spawn, can you hold it down? Aura as well are going to be late this time. They're not going to get there first. Well, we've seen them. The gun skill has not been close. It's been their favor. So it might just be an easy break. But 31 get there first. The claw invested might be of value for them. Reading out with the bread. Not finding anyone for that one. The claw to the hand. Finds one kill. Trying to get a lot more. Gamebay now type 63 8 kill mark. He's going to find one more kill. And now 31 finally might be able to get a hold on this P3, man.
Okay, 31, Carl, as we can see, they've managed to get over their 3 points, which they had previously, but the operators are being activated. Ruin with the war machine, raining down grenade missiles of fire. Unable to get the opponent, but cleans up with that pistol. Gets taken out. There's 3 down now, Carl, for the side of 233. And with 23 seconds remaining, we can see now the gents from 31 knots just soaking up a little bit more points, decreasing that lead that Aura obviously has from them. But it seems like once again, Aura is just cleaning up this P3 hard points.
It's 1:32. They are going to cross the 100-point mark first. So now we're going to P4. It's a very open hill again, you know. It's open, a lot of access points to that P4. But again, Aura, so far, they just show you they are better when it comes to the gunfight skills. And that's exactly what they are going to use there. Now, Summer falls there. Cypher gets a double. One of the standout players for 31. You know, he's always the player you want to watch out for if you're watching the 31 Knots game. But so far, he's been, you know, outplayed by the boys of Aura. They've just had the better chemistry here, the better teamwork. And so far, the gun skill has definitely been in their favor. Now Pushka, 14 kill mark 4 was in Creed, able to get that 1 kill. Ace rather get that 1 kill. Ruin comes in for a double. The contest down that P4, both sides not letting it settle. But now 31 are going to have control. But as soon as I go and say that, I am going to jinx it because now they get shot down and they get a retake. It's literally back and forth. And finally, I think 31 might be starting to get a little wake up call here.
No, they sure are. And Sunflower with the massive 3-piece with the equalizer, essentially SMG pistols on steroids, and he's obliterating the side from 31 Esports. Once again, Carl, 3-piece. Will he be able to get the fourth? And unfortunately gets taken down there by Big Daddy, just closing him down. And obviously, once again, we see the second set of rotations now, Carl, with a massive gap in lead for the boys from Aura.
Yeah, we're going back to P1 again this time in this. Oh, where things started, this is where things started to go downhill for 31. So if you're them, this is a PTSD point in the map again. But you know, maybe they can change things around. Finally, though, they have broken the 50-point mark, so that is going to be quite something. Now they are trying to get 100. Maybe as Aura are going to get P1 first. The gunfight so far, that kill feed is all blue with Bushka. With the Sparrow gets a double kill on that kill feed. The SMG back in hand, and so far it's all blue. Not a single streak of yellow anywhere on the kill feed. And Aura 233 clearly Aura farming as they are now above the 150-point mark.
Aura 233 once again, Carl, as you mentioned, Aura farming. The boys are just pulling away. This game is absolute pure dominance, and once the rotations have been reset, we do see though the gens from 31 Knots. They are putting up a fight. I mean, they have managed to get over the 60 points club, and they are getting into their power positions at the moment. We're waiting for all the score streaks and obviously the operators to be loaded up so that hopefully they can make some clinical plays. But once again, if we look at over the spectrum, I mean, the gens from 233 Aura, Carl, they are dropping numbers. We've got 3 players over the 20 kill mark, and on the other side from 31 Knot Esports, they are struggling. Not anyone is close to the 20 kill mark.
Struggling to want to use that. I can't deny that on Tiano because now you can see that clearly. We're going to get that P2B hoping again, and this time Aura are going to get there first. They have the spawn again, mind you. The Bushcart 24 kill mark, Ruin, War Machine. There's a claw for Gangbay as well, and now Blip and Annihilator finds the 1 kill, but Rin shots him down with a double kill. Make that a triple with the War Machine still counting, and this is Aura 233 once again. It's their map, it's their game. Rin is still going. He cannot be stopped. But Cypher confirms that 1 kill. He's gonna fall. The back and forth with 31 finally are going to get that win, but can they hold it down?
Unfortunately, they cannot. Once again, we see the kill feed raining blue from the gens over at Aura. Ruin, fantastic in his execution of his War Machine. And it seems like at the moment, Carl, these guys are just playing a public ranked hardpoint game. It is absolutely insane. For some reason, we still have the gens from 31 Knot Esports pushing the old hardpoint when they should be setting up next for P3. And yeah, unfortunately, there was a poor call from whoever their IGL leader is. But it seems like right now we've got once again 233 Aura pushing through mid-map, essentially trying to break that P3 hardpoint and get control of the anchor.
And again, man, it's a really bad call. I wouldn't deny that one, but as an equalizer, there's Vortex now for the Mania cars. Might be able to make that work. Trying to break that hill, but not a single value found. And he's going to fall now. Sunflower, equalizer, once again, finding value. Gets a double on that kill, but he's going to fall eventually, though. Blink finds him. Sparrow now comes through as well for player number 2 with Bushka there. Trying to hold it down for them. Now, Aura to 11-point mark, about to cross 250 here. They are closing into that final gap, but now 31 shot them down. They are going to retake that hill, but can they hold it down? The answer is going to be no once again. It's 214.96 and 31 still playing catch up, just trying to stay alive in this one. But are they going to cross 100? Seattle, what do you think?
At this moment, Carl, I do think 31 Knot will pass the 100 mark, but once again, I think it is a little bit too little too late. Cypher with the 3-piece. Apparently, he's one of the outstanding players from the team, 31 Knot Esports, and just, essentially running through the map. That's 3 down once again for his team. Trying to get control of this further lane, a lot more long-range gunfights with the P4, Carl. But once again, it's just all 233 Aura. Couple of points left on the board, and it seems like they will be closing out this hard point in their favor, Carl.
I mean, the YT chat now, Shay says 150 is still possible. So it's now about, 31 getting above 100. That was literally their own win point now, because we all think, for what we're saying, sorry for Aura, definitely going to get that win. And it's all down to 31. Are they going to be able to cross the 150 point mark? Maybe. But it's 244. Rid of that war machine. Absolutely annihilating the players. Yeah. And look at that kill feed. Oh my lord. They are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. As Aura 233.
I mean, it basically was less than how many minutes? Not up to like
31. Hardware combined, done and dusted.
Done and dusted. It was absolute pure dominance once again from the gens from Aura, Carl. And we just see the operators executed to perfect fashion, especially the War Machine from Ruin. He had a lot of POV time. Well done to him. It was basically fantastic Call of Duty Mobile played to the T. Well done to the gens over from Aura. And credit is due to the gens from 31 Not Esports. They put up a good fight. At least they didn't get 50 club. And we'll see what happens in the Search and Destroy coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, S&D now is where 31 are going to be looking to maybe spice things up a little bit there. But so far, all we just said is, you just seen how Aura 233 are purely dominant. And oh my god, the hardware there, definitely their game mode, their map of choice. It was literally just pure domination there. 31 did fight hard, fought back, but literally more of a bark, not a bite, and they were just not able to get any points whatsoever there. Real the 40 kill mark and the 20, that's a perfect 2 KD. This is just, I mean, look at the numbers there, man. Look at these numbers. Look at this.
I mean, Carl's stats don't lie. As we can see, you Ruin with the massive 40 bomb, and once again, he is deemed one of the best players on the African continent, definitely the best player in Ghana. Credit where it's due to the man. Is essentially the guy that does it all, the glue of the team. He's the playmaker. I mean, you saw him with the operators, you saw him with the traditional guns. He can just get everything done when he needs to. Well done to him, well done to the gents as well from the entire team. Fantastic Call of Duty Mobile executed by Aura 233.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you are asking, guys, my name is Carl. A lot of you don't even know me, but I am so lucky, should I say blessed, to be casting alongside the GOAT himself, Castellano. A lot of you asking on the chat here, is that Castellano? Yes, that is Castellano, guys. I know you guys are like starstruck. I am too, guys. I've been like, oh my god, is that Tiano? I'm casting it, guys. So big shout out to Tiano, man. The fans love you, the viewers love you, and they are just, they are starstruck right now. Tiano, man. Big up to you, again, yeah, we're going into S&D Tunisia, But before we go and talk about that one, Tiano, what do you have to say for your fans watching the stream, man?
Look, gents, I mean, whoever's watching, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Let's just get the chat hyped. Let's just, like I mentioned, let's just share the stream far as wide as we can. We've got such dominant Call of Duty Mobile gameplay today. We've got a great showcasing from the Ghanaian teams. Aura, a team that potentially, Carl, could take it all the way, could win the Africa Cup too, at the grand finals at the LAN in Lagos, and let's just enjoy this together as a community, and let's be proud of our African teams that will represent us on the main stage in America.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, this is it, guys. We finally get a slot in the World Championships, and we are getting there. This is the road, this is the journey, and you have to enjoy every bit of the journey towards the World Championships. But again, look at those boys, look at those big smiles, man. No, look at this. He's just flexing it now, and the Peter as well is a signature thing for the Aura 233 boys. The 31 as well. They might be on the back for here, but they're still smiling, and you always want to look out for players like that. They're still smiling, guys, so they have their confidence still there, top notch, and hopefully they can bring it back on the S&D here and try to get things closed again. But again, Tunisia S&D, this is one of those maps where it's a little bit back and forth. It can be anybody's game here, but judging from what we just saw in the hard print, Tiano, do you think that there's a chance here that the S&D is going to be possibly taken by 31? Is that a chance in the world, maybe?
Carl, previously we've seen Aura 233. I mean, they've just had every aspect of competitive Call of Duty Mobile under their sleeves. They've had the insane mechanical gun skill, the raw talent. I'm sure their in-game leader, whether it's Ruin or whoever else it might be, is on point with the call-outs. I do believe, though, their Search and Destroy, obviously being not relied on respawns as such as hardpoints. It is a lot slower paced game. It can be, more strategic based. I'm sure the guys from 31 Not Esports have been doing their homework. They've had enough time to practice as a team to provide some strategies. Once again, also Tunisia being a sniper playground, those long range sights to equip with the sniper rifle. And let's see, perhaps it could go in the way of the underdog, but as the way it's going at the moment, Carl, I think 233 Aura are currently firing on all cylinders, and they are extremely hot.
Yeah, no doubt there, guys, for sure. But again, don't forget, guys, celebrating the Carry1st Africa Cup 2025 Ghana qualifiers, Ghana regional finals, rather. There's a 20% off on all Call of Duty mobile points on the shop.carry1st.com website, guys. So if you want to get 20% off, guys, make sure you're going to shop.carry1st.com and getting your CP4 as cheap as you possibly can. Find it anywhere. And again, don't forget, guys, engage on X, guys. Post whatever you want to post. Rooney is a bad player. We all know that. Post it on the X. Rooney is playing really bad today. Hashtag Carry1st Africa.com and hashtag Carry1st 2025. And also, yeah, don't forget to glaze Carry1st and Call of Duty Mobile, guys. Big shout out to them. They for putting this event out there for us to go and enjoy again. But yeah. Again, S&D Tunisia, man. I'm scared for what it's going to look like, you know, if you ask me that, because we just saw what, you know, Aura have to play and what they have to offer, and they are just clearly better with a lot of gun skill, the gun skill department here. They have all it takes to actually get this whole best of 7 done with a 4-0. But I'm just hoping somewhere along the line, 31 can actually find a couple maps here, get things a little bit close, give us a battle. This is the regional finals, man. So we don't want to see another 4-0 like we did last week with the Egyptian teams, you know. I want to see an actual battle where we could go to a map 6 or maybe even a map 7 potentially. So, you know, S&D is where things might start to look good for 31 if they actually, you know, do their assignment correctly. And, you know, if they have used their VODs before now to make sure they are ready for this S&D on Tunisia, man.
Definitely, Carl. Tunisia, once again, search and destroy game mode. The guys from 31 Not Esports, as you mentioned, Carl, they do have the time to take things a lot slower. They can definitely play in their advantage with bomb, whether it be offensive and defensive. They've got 6 rounds to execute whatever homework and strategies they've been cooking in the lab. And yeah, let's see what happens. Right now, we're on the board with Big Daddy from 31 Not Esports, and let's see, essentially, it looks like a split from the gents from Aura, obviously on defense, holding A and B bomb respectively. The tacticals and nades are being thrown on the B bomb site, and it seems like the gents from 31 Not Esports are taking things very passive, Carl.
Man, look at that. So, yeah, you are correct there for sure. It's not a 5v5, man. They're playing very safe. Nobody wants to overextend here. The bomb yet to go down as well for the man of Daddy. That sounds, is it Daddy? Calling that name sounds weird, guys. Daddy. Okay. He's going to be with that bomb. He has to get the plant eventually, though. So the time is going out really fast. 1:21 on that clock. And now, Cypher maybe might find the value somewhere. There's a player in blue around him. Sama, a very good spot to be in, maybe. And now they jump down. The trade finds him. Cypher finds one of Babushka there for that trade. Now we are going to a 3v3.
3v3 it is, and gents, all of them fighting on the B bomb site, and we do see now there's one player, I think it's number 2, Carl, from 31 Not Esports on the high flank on A bomb sites. I think comms are coming in. Will he be able to pick out the 2 players down mid-map? Someone gets tactical stun Sunflower. Call-ups have been made. He manages to take out Bleak 31, and we do see now Cas 31 essentially just playing passive once again, drop shots, taking his time. Once again, you do see the players walking around the map as footsteps are quite loud if you start running or jumping or sliding, and the boys are just playing their positions really, really well, Carl.
Yeah, for sure. 2v2 now, back and forth, 2v1, and the numbers are going to be for 31, so they might get this 31st round locked in. Game Bailey has to go and get that clutch. A type 6-3 in hand. Can he make it work? The bomb has not gone down. There's not a lot of time on that clock still. They have to plant it soon. And Game Bailey behind them, I don't think they have any idea where the man is going to be coming from, but now there's a player watching. Game Bailey sees him, time 63 gives our position there. He might not get that kill. Yes, he does. 1v1. Bomb has to go down now, though. Bomb does go down. The time's going to get reset there to 47 seconds. So is he going to be Gengbei to get the clutch for his team here, or is it going to be Ace to actually see things through?
It is. Now the bomb has been down in terms of favor of the gents from 31 Not Esports, Carl. We do see players are extremely anxious and nervous, them being at the LAN center as well. It is crazy. He's playing a cat and mouse game at the moment. We do see that Game Boy with the shots taken on the opposite player. Will he be able to clean up, or will the time tick down, Carl?
And just play time. If you're Ace now, you want to just go and play time. But I think Gengbei, he's still trying to go for that defuse, but not enough time anymore. And he might fall. Gengbei finds the kill, but there's no time. 31 are still going to win that round. And I think he was too close to that, Bobby. He might have gotten exploded there, but you know, doesn't matter. 31 clutch it up. And finally, the very first S&D round is going to go in their favor. And exactly what we just said, you know, if they can start things off well, yeah, and maybe take S&D, this might be the start of something good for 31. It might just be.
It sure might be, Carl. As we can see, 31 Not Esports with the first points on the scoreboard. And looks like they're pushing once again towards their favorite of the B-bomb sites. I don't think that smoke tactical went in the right direction there by Big Daddy, unfortunately. But they are currently now smoking the middle map. I think they might be a little bit aggressive in their push, or perhaps they'll still play passive once again and just take time. You know, essentially, Carl, first bloods are so important in Search and Destroy. It just puts your team in a play advantage and helps you work together as a collective unit to obviously push together on bomb sites and take control over the map.
Yeah, correct. Again, Blake finds the very first kill, so first blood is going to go in their favor. Exactly what you said now. The plays are going to go their way, but no, I jinxed it. 3v3, numbers are tied up there, and look at the trades come through, and now it's a 2v3. Make that a 1v3, and the one man left to get that clutch is going to be Kaz. The bomb is not picked up. He's up against 3 players or a 2-3-3, and this is going to be quite something. It's somewhere he does not want to be. Never.
Yeah, Kaz currently stuck in no man's land at the moment, Carl. His bomb is down. I'm sure the players from all 3-3 have made those necessary call-outs to locate that bomb. And we do see him now encounter with Sunflower, and he gets taken out and eliminated. And that puts up the score tied at 1-1.
I mean, you know, the thing about S&Ds at times is, you know, when I see the underdogs get the very first round, I'm so hyped, and then I just see things get tied up immediately there. I'm like, why now? Why? We need to see you guys get the lead a little bit further first, but now Aura are going to bring things back on square. So we are going to round 3 where things are 1-1, and Aura, of course, they're not bothered. They are Aura. They've actually won 2. They've won 1 map there. They have a map advantage, so now they are leading the series 2-0, and 2 more maps is all they need. S&D and Control, and they are going to go home. And you know, I have the favorite Ghanaian dish, the eggs there, maybe bread. But so far it's 1-1. Shotgun there. Bleak falls. No, Bleak finds some or other, and the numbers are going to be in their favor. So this time they do get a first one once again, and they get a double. So 3v5, and Aura now are playing catch up in this round.
They sure are playing catch up. Man advantage, but Game G Bay with the 2-piece. Fantastic kills by him, making it a 2v3. We do see now, once again, Carl, bomb is down there by that awning cut. So the players from the opposite team obviously have to retrieve their bomb, but the players are just sort of cycling out each other, waiting for someone to make the incorrect move. And Aura currently sitting on the A bomb sites underneath that awning, just waiting to get a pick. And we do see now, once again, players in contact with each other, and they've decided to back out.
2v2 here, man. Numbers are tied up, very close. The bomb has not gone down though, so Cars eventually has to get that bomb planted. There's a lot of time that clock still 39 seconds and counting down. Cypher close to him. They're making a move for B, and that mini map says it might be a good call because the boys in blue are all the way at A there, and we now see 31 going towards that B bomb. So they have to get the plant eventually very fast, and the time is going out really there. So they need to plant the bomb, get their positioning correctly, and Aura have to circle back eventually. And I think that's exactly what they are going to start doing very soon. They're still at A there. They have now seen that there's nobody in A, so they are going to be where the plant is happening now. So 31 are going to have the advantage. Bomb has been put down. Now they need to just see it through for the next 40 seconds and counting down.
That's it, Carl. All they need to do is pitch up their tent and camp these situations, but we do see now a player right behind Kaz, and manages to turn on Sunflower. Unfortunately, poor mechanics by him, and just like that, Carl, the boys from 31 Not Esports are currently 2-1 up against Aura. That is something. Well done.
I don't think I'm allowed to be happy yet, you know. We just saw 1-0, 1-1. So 2-1 now. I don't want to get hyped yet. I want to still keep things slow. But again, Cars there, clean gunfights win. Cypher as well, coming in for the last kill there. Clean work. It's not 31 are finally going to get something on going for them now. Round 4, snipers in hand once again are going to be very vital. We have Rain the sniper. Hasn't been too loud lately, but again, he's one sniper you never want to be in the man's crosshair. We've also had the man Blink so far, 3-kill mark, 5v5 here. Again, nobody overextended, and there's no fast pushes whatsoever. They're just playing it safe here until they eventually get the plant. The bomb in hand for Blink has to get the plant eventually. Sniper in hand for the man as well. And now they're circling 4 players in A and 1 player in B for 31.
Yeah, interesting setup from the gents from 31 Not Esports, Carl, as we do see now Babushka just holding the middle lane with the USS-9. This submachine gun is an absolute mult machine. I've seen it cross-mapping people who are using assault rifles. So the gents from 31 Not Esports definitely have to make a push soon, Carl, as the time keeps on ticking. 1 minute left on the clock, and everything's just set up. We can see trophy systems set up on the minimap store, so no tacticals have been utilized. Cypher gets a kill on Babushka, and once again, someone with the trade on Cypher, making it now 4v4.
That 4v4, making a 4v3 now, though. The shotgun there, clearly work with Summer. SMG now picked up, fights one more again. The numbers are getting traded there. It's a 3v2 class. Summer finds him. He's going to get the hit mark or not the best goal. He's going to fall. Him Bleak finds him. Clean shot there. It's a 1v2, but Ruin with the sniper confirms the final blow. And they tie things up once again. I told you, Tiano, man, not to get hyped up. Just can't.
We can't. No, we definitely can't, but we do have the hope. We do have the essence that they will push through. And once again, Search and Destroy can go in anyone's favor, any underdog story's favor. And we do see now the Gens from 2-3-3 all with a very aggressive push onto the A-bomb side. Manages to get a frag grenade straight over the building of Bleak 31. Numbers in favor of the Gens from Aura. And with the rotation now, we do see 31 Not Esports. There is a sneaky player, Summer, managing to get behind them, but gets spotted out by Cypher. Great situational awareness there by him, waiting for him, and managing to get the kill. Babushka down mid-map, manages to pick up 2. Will he get the 3rd? Unfortunately, gets traded there by Daddy 31.
So far, it's 2v. Nah, jinxed it there. 2v1 now. Let's get that clutch, and Gangway shuts him down. So, Aura are going to take the lead for the very first time, guys. They are going to get the lead for the very first time in Search and Destroy. And this might be where things start to fall apart if you're 31. They haven't lost the lead the whole day. Now they have on SND Tunisia. And now they are the ones playing catch up, which is never somewhere you want to be if you're them. Now it's around 6. Aura, do you have that lead? And from here on out, it might be scary for the boys of 31. Very.
It sure will be, Carl. We do see now Ace 31 opening up the donut shop. Man hasn't been able to get a kill. Ruin, an absolute dominant force with the sniper rifle, the Tundra at hand. He's just holding down this B-bomb site all by himself, Carl. He doesn't even need backup from his teammates. He is aware, though, that there are 2 players currently waiting behind the B-bomb site, with Gameboy with the kill at the bottom of their by cars. Once again, Ruin still holding down the B-bomb site, just watching down those lanes with his Tundra. The man is an absolute machine with the sniper rifle, Carl.
No doubt for sure. But I mean, it's a one-man army now. It's 1v5. I don't see that clutch coming 3, but now he's going to find one. He might get another one. Summer now the shotgun, and Summer almost was going to choke that, but still, he's going to somehow find the kill. So 4-2, Aura now are going to be 2 rounds ahead, and 31 again. If you're them, things are starting to actually fall apart. Round 7, here we go.
Here we go, round 7. The target obviously being Search and Destroy, 7 rounds. Whoever gets there first, whether it be offense or defense. Call of Duty Mobile, the traction actually changes every single round. But once again, oh my good golly, Carl. We do see a 2-piece there by Cypher with the frag grenade. Fantastic Ruin on the return there with his own frag grenade. It seems like the boys are busy playing volleyball with the frag grenades right now. And Ruin, oh, fantastic snipe there down mid-map. Carl, it has to be noted, he does spot a player up there, top green by the top, but Sunflower managing to do an overextend here, Carl, sneaking around the back defense of the boys from 31 Not Esports. Will he be able to execute anyone and clean up towards the rest?
And so far, Class able to get one trade there. Takes out Sunflower. So now the numbers in their favor, though. Mind you, 2v3 here, as Aura are struggling to get numbers up. But so far, the bomb is picked up for them. Gangbay, the bomb in hand. Making that move towards A. Maybe they might get that plant. And I think the boys in yellow are going to have the info there given out. But now Cars sees the fast player come through. He sees one, confirms that kill. He might just wait for the man to come. Bomb has fallen, though. So now he knows exactly where that bomb is. Just has to get that kill. Root now, the only player left to go get that clutch in the 1v3. Can he make it 1-5-1? Root, and Root falls to Cars. Almost took the man out there. That was scary, man. The slide in and the slide out, that was scary. But again, 4-3, 31 are going to stay alive a little bit longer. Round 8, here we go.
Let's go. Yeah, 31 still in this fight. They are not out, Carl. They're leaving everything on the battlefield at the moment. This is their chance to make greatness for themselves and obviously once again experience that all-time Africa Cup LAN event in Lagos, Nigeria. They're flying the Ghana flag high, and 4-3, extremely close game. We do see now 31 Esports once again on the bomb side of B. Interesting USS 9 fusion here by Ace. He's just holding down mid-map, waiting for any players to overextend. 2 players have been taken out by Aura. 4 left for the side of 31 Not Esports. Definitely have the man advantage.
And also to talk about Ace there, still yet to get his very first kill. And they are going to tie things on, mind you. So no Ace, no problem. 4-4, things are tied up. Round 9, here we go. But then Ace yet to get his very first kill, sitting at that donut comfortably on round 9. I don't think that's something you want to be. But so far, 31 saying we can still do without the man. It's a 45 so far, yeah. But all right, now things are getting shaky at the end because now they are going to let things get tied up. And now it's around 9. The bomb has to go down. Sniper in hand for Bruin, trying to get the first pick. Game big, God nade, finds the very fast value there. First blood comes in their favor, and now it is a 5v4.
It's a 5v4, Carl. Once again, numbers in favor of, it seems like Aura at the moment, with only 2 players remaining from 31 Not Esports. They have a tough task ahead of them, Carl. At the moment, we do see them now mid-map deciding where to go. They seem a little bit undecided. Perhaps their IGL has been taken out. This is where, Carl, the homework and the strategies come into play in situations like this. Aura do have bomb down and total control of the A-bomb sites, with all players watching every angles. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for 31 Not Esports to break this A-bomb site.
Yeah, he's there. He had to get his very first kill. Gangbei waiting though. Can he get his first kill this time? He does! Mine types in ways, and he's going to get his very first kill. Somebody popped that champagne, and now Sama, Sunflower saves him. Sama confirms the last blow, and 5-4 or a 2-3-3 are going to retake that lead once again. It's 31, good game so far. They've kept things close, but now they need to make sure Aura don't get that match point on this map. So now we go into round 10.
Round 10, and GG's to Ace. He finally closed his donut shop, Carl, and he opened up a breadstick shop, managing to get that 1 kill in the previous round. But yeah, Aura obviously now in control of the map rounds. We have Bleak holding down the B-bomb sites. It seems like Aura have decided to take a different path this time, Carl, focusing most of attention to the A-bomb sites, with still players holding down mid-map to make sure that no one overextends. Babushka, basically a carpet on the ground, essentially playing extremely passive, but Kaz has this bottom awning under control, Carl. Will he be able to pick up 1? Unfortunately does not. That's 2 down now for the Gents from 31 Not Esports, and once again, Aura absolutely dominating the playing field.
And it's a 4v2 now. Bomb is going down though, so they are going to have the advantage. Now, Ace finds 1 more kill, gets a double kill finally, guys. He has 2 kills now, so, a lot of shops are getting closed, a lot of shops are getting open. Now, Sunflower, 7 kill mark. Oh my god, look at the straight in from Ace for Sunflower. Says, I don't care if you're Michael Jackson, you are going to fall. And now a 4v1, Cypher left to go and save them. The bomb has gotten down, but can he make it work?
Can he make it work, Carl? Unfortunately, gets taken down by Sunflower, and that is putting Aura just 1 map point away from solidifying and winning this victory of the Search and Destroy, Carl.
Yeah, here we go again. It's going to be round 11 and match point, man. It's literally 1 more map, and they automatically are going to get ahead in the series 3-0, and that is not going to be somewhere you want to be if you're 31. 3 maps behind, never a good spot to be in. But, maybe it's all part of the script here. They are just trying to get that reverse sweep, maybe, and you can't even tell. But now, round 11, here we go again. Sniper has to do some work. This is going to be Big Daddy here, 4 kill mark. The SMG in hand, just waiting now. Rin finds the very first kill again, and now the nades sort of bush car looking for Valley there. Kaz finds 1, Ace finds 1, and Sunflower back and forth. Now it's a 3v2. The bomb has not gone down. Sunflower still finding numbers, and Cypher left to save them. They say he's the best player on the roster. Can he prove it by getting this clutch and saving them another round?
They do say he's the best player, Carl. Cypher essentially going to be in contact soon with the boys from Aura. Decides to use a tactical, has been spotted out now with that trophy system. Takes out 1 Sunflower. He's only got 2 left from the Gents from Aura, Carl. Still has time on his side. 25 seconds remaining, but the bomb has been planted. We do see player number 1 watching down this awning. Player number 2 on the right-hand side. Will he be able to spot him out, Carl? Josh fired, and that is it. That's all she wrote, Carl. Aura takes the Search and Destroy on Tunisia.
And that's all she wrote, no doubt. 7-4 and Aura 2-3-3. 1 more map, man. I'm too close to the camera now. 1 more map, just 1 more map, and they automatically win the whole thing for the Ghana qualifiers, and they make their way to Lagos, Nigeria, come August 30th and 31st. Well, man, it's 1 more map, and now 31. The thing about the SCD was it was close. You can't say it wasn't close, man. No, 31 gives them a run for their money. It was close, back and forth. They literally had a lot of first bloods. They had a lot more team composure there. The game was played at their pace, slow and steady. And we thought maybe this might be a map where they can actually make things work. But eventually, Aura 2-3-3 beat Aura 2-3-3, closed things off, and absolutely Aura farming. And now we're going into the control game, which is a very, should I say, technical game mode, and one I personally don't like to play, man. How do you feel about Control?
Yeah, Control is I feel like it's the stepbrother or the stepchild of the family, Carl. It's a bit of respawns coupled with some Search and Destroy. You have to play passive, you have to play your lives. But then again, it also makes things a little bit exciting. because players that are perhaps dominant in hardpoint or respawns per se, and then others that are, it's amalgamation of things, so they can work together. This is where strategies will come into play, homework will come into play. Look, Carl, we've seen Aura dominate. The hardpoint, no contest. Search and Destroy was back and forth, once again introduced with the, playing passive. So perhaps 31 Not Esports, if they've been doing their homework, as you mentioned, been doing their VODs on Aura, will they have a chance to hopefully bring things back? We always love an underdog story. We'd love to see a comeback. The more Call of Duty Mobile to watch, the better for us, the better for those viewing at home, the better for the chat. And I would love to see the chat's perspective. Who do they think will come out on top in this control on Crossfire?
Yeah, the YT chat there, I see Aura233 official account. Type in, this is boring. They want more competition. Oh my god. 31. They have sent you guys a rage bit there. You guys gonna respond in style, or you guys gonna let them disrespect you like that? But again, it's gonna be control, and it's going to be on Crossfire. This is what map that I unfortunately have to say I hate so much. It's not a map I like to play, never on hardpoint, and there's no matter the game mode. I just don't like this map. But it's in the map pool for comps this season, and we are gonna have to enjoy it. As much as we don't like it. But Crossfire, a very classic map, guys, no doubt, a very classic map and an OG map in Call of Duty Mobile, and also mainline COD. So now, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just scared to predict anything. I want to go and predict, yes, but then all I can say is I'm all. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, Carl, look, if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, I think I would put all my eggs in a basket and go for Aura's sake. Crossfire, as you mentioned, to me it's a public match. You always see the Crossfire domination, whatever the case might be. Obviously thrown into the competitive map pool rotation now. So a lot of open lanes, you run straight down that mid lane, sniper rifles on points. We could see some sniper rifles actually being utilized now in the control, being a passive, half respawn game mode. It's going to be extremely interesting. I do feel that Aura, having that aura being said, and just having that knowledge and experience when it comes to competitive, I do think that they are definitely the favorite team going into the control. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see how 31 Not Esports responds. Perhaps they can use their tacticals extremely well, throw some smoke grenades, do some dummy plays in terms of the routes that they're deciding to take. So Carl, it has to be said, my betting man is on the team of Aura.
But the thing about me is I always like to support the underdogs here. I have this underdog mentality thing where, I myself am one of them, so I want to support these guys. But then I will not lie to myself. All right, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, sure win, guys. You might as well put your eggs in the basket there. But now we are open for somehow, a little upset somewhere where these guys can actually bring something to the table that might just go and shake that table. And 31 are going to give us another map here this evening, hopefully, guys. But it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard. But referencing, Tiano has a Carry1st board in his background there, and I do have one myself, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go see the Carry1st shirt, so I don't feel left out. There's one Carry1st shirt there, guys. Now I'm not left out. We are fair there, Tiano. 1-1.
1-1, brother. 1-1. And yeah, once again, Carl, massive shout out to the gents over at Carry1st and Call of Duty Mobile for giving Africa this opportunity to showcase the talent that we have. And to yourself, Carl, the legendary caster, the man running the community on his back. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for everything you do for our community.
Yeah, I'm not going to accept that, Glaze, man. But thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. But here we go again, man. Here we go again. And don't forget, guys, to go and register on your different regions for the World Championship Africa qualifiers, wherever you are. South Africans, you still have time. Yep. Okay, South Africans, you have time. Nigerians, you have time as well. Wildcard, you have time. Kenyans, you have time. So go and register now on cop.carry1st.com. And please, guys, don't forget, this is all thanks to Carry1st and Call of Duty Mobile. But we love you guys on the stream. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Don't forget to leave a sub as well, so you don't miss out on the rest of the events coming soon. But again, it's your boy Carl and the one and only Tiano himself. We are going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, it's going to be more Call of Duty action. See you guys.
Cheers.
How could we bring people together around a moment, and a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game? Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Whenever I even can.
out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
I heard about Carry1st hosting this event and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything for us. We're not just here to represent NXG, but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent's ever seen, so winning does mean everything to us.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
That's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
I'm losing tournaments like this. It's can be very, very emotional. You have to like have strong real force and everything just to know like break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, like the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
we can't really see who's the best until we say at the final.
Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, you know, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or Ghanaian? So whoever always gets the jollof bragging rights.
Like, how could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Even can.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
I heard about Carry1st hosting this event and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything for us. We're not just here to represent NXG, but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent's ever seen, so winning does mean everything to us.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
That's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
I'm losing tournaments like this. It can be very, very emotional. You have to like have strong real force and everything just to know like break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, like the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
we can't really see who's the best until we say at the final.
Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, you know, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or Ghanaian? So whoever always gets the jollof bragging rights.
The Carry1st African Cup for Call of Duty Mobile is back, and this time it's officially a qualifier for the 2025 CODM World Championship.
Share with me your excitement when you heard something like this.
The day I saw the news, I was on the Slack channel, with our partners, and I just saw call them champs for Africa with a question mark. I screamed. Like I literally screamed. You know, that kind of news where you can't tell anyone and you're shocked to.
But you want to share with somebody.
But you want to, but you can't, you know.
For the first time ever, Africa won't need an invite. They'll learn it. On skill, on strategy, and on sheer will. $15,000 prize pool for the African qualifiers. Winners advance to compete for $1 million on the world stage.
$15,000 on the line. Put yourself in the player's shoes right now. How do you think they are feeling about that $15,000 prize? But not just that, a chance to also qualify for the World Championships.
If you tell me, hey, pick one, either you get this $15,000 or you go to World Champs.
Yeah.
Well,
You're picking the other.
money is a lot, but I know there are players that would certainly want to, get that ticket to go to the World Champs. As a player, I would definitely do everything within my power to make sure. See, that's tickets. I must get that.
This year, legends will rise. From the streets of Accra to Lagos, Nigeria, from Cape Town to Casablanca, the road to the World Championship runs through Africa.
If you told some people that we're going to be here 2-3 years ago, they wouldn't have believed, right? But we're doing it. So one thing I just want to keep hoping we get is the support of the community, right? Let's always establish our forum where we can sit, we can talk, we can understand what's going on, and we can build for this community just the same way the community is building and rooting for us. That's the most important thing. Like I always say whenever I'm on the spot, is always carry first. Always
carry first.
That's it.
Yeah, we are back, guys. It's your boy Carl again with the one and only. I keep getting the hand wrong. Where's Tiano, guys? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's here, guys. Tiano's here. Yeah. Hello, Tiano. Welcome back. So, how are we feeling for the final? I don't want to say final map, please. It is not the final map. Hopefully, guys, we get to a 6th and 7th map. Hopefully, how are you feeling about control and Crossfire now?
Yeah, Carl. Good to be back with you again. The break it felt long, but yeah, we're back again. Obviously, we've got to control Crossfire on the cards, and you can't help but think that the gents from 31 Not Esports, they're on the back burner at the moment. They're on the back foot. They've got a lot to play for now. It's essentially now, never for them. If they lose, they go out, and then Aura enjoy their tickets and flight all the way to Lagos. But I would throw the whole kitchen sink at Aura at the moment, Carl. Everyone must just take a step back. The communication must be good. The IGL must just make everyone's mindset nice and calm. Essentially, let them know, gents, we are the best players in Ghana. We are able to take over Aura, and essentially, let us watch some more competitive Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah. Aura 233 support, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you think it's going so far?
How we predicted, they will win.
Great. So tell me, I have a question for you. Okay, if you win it, then you get a cap. Is that okay? So the question is, don't watch. So, in what year, was the Call of Duty Mobile officially launched globally?
Nah, I don't know.
Okay, so for all of those people that I'm talking to, all right, you also get a chance to spin again for a T-shirt or a cap. So just sit around, okay? All right, so as I said, that we are still at the Arena 233 grounds. This is the best place if you're a gamer to come to right here in Accra, Ghana. Also supporting us is Call of Duty Mobile and also Carry1st as well. And that, as I said, all of this is being supported by the Esports Federation of Ghana. Hello, please stand right by me here. Okay, what's your name, sir?
Alpha.
Sorry?
Kwabena.
Okay, you're a gamer, right?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, so far, how do you see the two teams and how are they doing?
How do I see?
The two teams, how are they doing?
Oh, it looks like, let me see. So far, it looks like the boys, their gameplay has come down. It's like they learn. Yeah, but apart from that, everything is looking good. But Aura, I'm expecting more from Aura, to be honest.
Yes, it means that you're an Aura supporter. Okay, so there's something that I've been wondering. Probably let me ask you, since you're a gamer, all right? Which of the weapons, all right, do you think it's very underrated, but yet very deadly?
Very underrated but deadly. As in the weapon classes or... Oh.
You know, there are some weapons that people hardly use, but probably is very effective for you.
Shotguns.
Why?
You just hit the person. I don't know how to explain, but shotguns, if you're really like good, if you're a really skilled player, you can use shotguns to dominate your lobbies a lot.
All right, so let me ask you a trivia question, and if you win, you get to win a T-shirt. Is that okay? Okay. So there's it. What is the name of the first mythic gun that was released in game?
Fennec.
First.
It's not a Fennec.
It's not Fennec.
Peacekeeper.
No, you had only 2 tries, by the way. So what happens is that every person that I'm talking to, you get to spin again for a cap or a T-shirt. All right. So just sit for me, and we'll call you again. All right, sir. Okay. So.
Yeah, we're back. Fancy Yap session there and the interview. Even though I didn't get most of what was said there, but I'm sure it was very enlightening to you guys in chat. And Redox, I'm very sure the guy does not owe you money. You don't even know that guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't owe you money, man. God.
That was good, bro. Redox hunting the man on the chat, Carl, it has to be said. And good question, though. The first mythic gun released in Call of Duty Mobile, was it the Fennec, Carl? I mean, I've been around since day 1, 2019, but I can't even remember the answer to that question.
I wouldn't lie and say I haven't around as well. I mean, I came 2020, so I can't even tell. But I think it has to be the Fennec. It has to be, because that's like the most OG gun I know in the game. So maybe it was the Fennec. It has to be.
That's the Fennec. That's good, Carl. But yeah, chats, viewers, once again, thank you so much for everyone, hopping into the stream. We've had such a great showcase of competitive Call of Duty Mobile today. Pure dominance, as you can see from the gents from Aura. 250 to 100 on the Carbine, Hardpoint, 7-4 in Tunisia. A lot closer contest in terms of the gents from 31 on esports holding up their flag high and trying to bring it back round by round, but unfortunately falling short by 3 search and destroy rounds there, Carl. And once again, we are soon to be dropping into your most dreaded map of Crossfire. This one being a control, so slightly interesting and completely different to that of domination that we normally see in rank play. And Carl, once again, man, I just want to say a huge shout out to Carry1st, to Call of Duty Mobile for making this possible. Gents in the stream, in the chat, please guys, go online, go on Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, whatever the case might be, TikTok, and hashtag that Carry1st Africa Cup, hashtag that Carry1st Cup 2025. Let's get Africa trending. Let's put our gents and our players on that map, that international map. This is so exciting for everyone in the continent, and yeah, we can't wait to see how this control on Crossfire, Carl, is going to end up playing out.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait though. I can, but here we go, man. It's 31 up against Aura 233. Hopefully, not the final map, but for Aura 233, if you're them, you would be looking to make sure this is going to be the very final map. But here we go again, Ruin. Very fast skill sniper in hand. Already sending out a statement there for Aura, and this time they are going to be on the attacking side, so they need to get the flat campus here. Now they are going to go towards B, I think. The boys in blue are going to defend Big Daddy somewhere around there, forwards and back and forth early on. But Aura are going to have lives. It's close, but Ruin gets another double there.
Ruin with the triple, it seems like a Carl sniper rifle, like we mentioned in the previous chats. He's holding down that middle lane. Numbers and lives in terms of favor from the gents from Aura. They are absolutely taking control of this map. You see trophies have been deployed. Players are in the positions that they need to be, Carl, and the gents from 31 Not Esports finally clapping back. We do see them now trying to bring down one of the ticks there from the B-bomb site, and we do see a chopper LMG gameplay in hand. Will he be able to pick up a kill on Sama? But Sama saying, closing the door. Sorry, sir, not for you today.
Yeah, not for you today. That's the web. A flag finally captured. Now be there. 2-6 locked in. 1 more to go. And look at Class. Almost gets a triple kill there. But Sunflower says not now, not today in Ace. Holding that B flag with his dead life, and maybe they can hold it down. There's a lot of time on that clock. 2 minute mark. 17 v 18. Lives are very close, but now the boys in yellow are going to get to that flag. 2-6 mid, man. 1 more to go. So this is a very tight defense here. If you're 31, you have to make sure you're not letting the boys Aura get anywhere near that flag, and that's exactly not what they're doing now. So we see Aura. They are in that flag. B flag almost completely captured. No contest whatsoever. Almost done, but now Cypher comes in to clear it down. It might work. Big Daddy with the chopper in hand. Interesting way for Joyce there. Not something I've seen in the comps in a very long time, but he's making that work. So 12 v 11, as now they have lives in their favor. Ruin gets a double. Babushka shotgun finds the 1 more kill. Ruin gets 1 more, and lives are still very close. But 9v9.
9v9, Carl. We do see now Ruin pushed up into the spawn of 31, absolutely dominating with his movement. The players from 31 cannot touch the man. Smooth as butter. But here we go, 31 with the return. We do see now almost be captured in favor of the Aura 32-3-3, Carl, and they have managed to do it.
I mean, the last thing there was literally like a tread hanging for dear life. It kept getting almost captured, wiped out, almost captured, wiped out, and eventually Aura are just going to close things off and, you know, get the Aura 2-3-3. Now, let's go for it. Listen, guys, you know, let's see what the player comms are going to look like that.
Sapla, kill him. Sapla, nice. One guy pushing you, one guy pushing you. One Dina. Dina.
Push up on the lane. Clear the egg.
One beacon. I got 1 beacon.
Sapla behind you. Behind machine dead.
I got 1 L. I'm pushing Dina.
There's one.
I'm caught by that mission. Yo, they got me Dina. Somebody push through me. They got me Dina. You guys were not watching me.
I got your mid.
Dina. Nice, Ruin. Nice one, Ruin.
Man, look at that, guys. It's 21v2. And the comms, man. Tiana, look at those comms. Absolute chaos, man.
Carl, this is insane. Absolute pandemonium.
Bro. And then now it's 2-0. So, I mean, behind it, before the stream started, me and Tiano actually did say it might be 3-2, and we both agreed with that one. So, but now we're seeing 2-0. So, you know, 31 here. Are they going to make a comeback happen somewhere? But we're already getting a double kill there. Trying to say the answer might be no. And come on, guys, 31 struggling to even get anything whatsoever on control here, man.
No, he got me.
There's one guy spawn.
No, sniper, spawn trap, sniper. Annie.
So there's spawn
Carl, what are we witnessing here, my friend? Ruin with 31 kills, shall I rather say, gets the 2-piece with the War Machine. The man, the myth, the legend, arguably one of the best African players to ever grace our scene. Credit where it's due, good sir. Carl, not esports, 4 lives remaining. It's not looking good for them.
Yeah, might as well call it wraps. One more player. It's 1v23, and you know, this is, if I were Aura, I would just go for that execution. But no, they are just going to end things as fast as they possibly can. Maybe they have an appointment later tonight, maybe a party or something to go and celebrate. Because now they are going to Lagos, and we are your Ghanaian champions. Simply better, simply properly skilled, and man, they have proven why they are the best team in Ghana once again. As man, 4-0, man. Tiano actually 4-0.
A 4-0, Carl. It was an absolute clean sweep. We saw the The man Ruin on live stream, on the screen. I mean, Carl, credit where it's due. 31 kills and 7 deaths. He put the rest of the Aura gens in his backpack, essentially, and just dominated in the playing field with that Tundra, with that sniper rifle. And on the other end, not looking too good for the guys from 31 Not Esports. Their run has come to an end, Carl, and that's all she wrote.
I mean, I don't know what to say for real. It's a bit of like, I don't want to say I'm disappointed because 31, they had a couple of good runs here and there where they actually were looking like they might be able to do something, especially on Search and Destroy, But on Control there, we just saw a total wipeout, literally. Losing the first round, losing that second round. The round 3 where maybe they might be looking to get things maybe 2-1, start comeback, sort of, and then we just still Ruin just running through these boys like literally nothing, like a normal day out there for Ruin. The sniper was an absolute menace there, shotting the players down 1 by 1, 2 by 2, actually every single time. He just kept getting 2 pieces every single time, and I'm like, Ruin, these people have families, man. You have to chill. I don't know why Ruin is doing it, guys, but it is what it is, man, and that's it. The Ghanaian champions, Aura 233 and 31, good fights, bro. But not yet, luckily, man.
Good fight. It was really, really good. Well showcased. Ruin, ice in his veins. The man was an absolute machine. Let's not take credit away from the rest of his teammates. They put up a prolific fight within the hard points, obviously the Search and Destroy respectively, and they did what they needed to do. Ruin is, I would say, Carl, we spoke about it earlier, the Messi, the Ronaldo, the superstar of the team of Aura, and fantastic performance. Really excited to see what Aura as a team, coming off last year's, sad defeat, will be able to do in Lagos this year at the Carry1st Africa Cup iteration number 2. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm just thinking, no, I think we did talk about this off the stream, where I said, last year, they had a really good run, you can't deny that, but they were first team out. And if that happens again this year, I will personally fight them. Me personally, I will walk from my house in Delta to Lagos and I will fight them hand to hand, because why would you let that happen? No. Hopefully this year they are a lot better, they are a lot more prepared. As you can see, they have a couple additions to their roster as well. Their chemistry looks on top. They are top tier this season. So we are going to see you guys in Lagos. They are qualified. And again, big shout out to Carry1st, big shout out to Kotem, as the Ghana champions are going to be your boys or a 2-3-3.
Like, how could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Embora I even can.
Close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
I heard about Carry1st hosting this event and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything for us. We're not just here to represent NXG, but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent's ever seen, so winning does mean everything to us.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
that's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
Losing tournaments like this it can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong real force and everything just to break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
We can't really see who's the best until we see it at the final.
Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, very unique.
We want to settle the Jollof wars. Which Jollof is better, Nigerian or the Ghanaian? So whoever wins gets the Jollof bragging rights.
Like, how could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
arriving again.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.
That Aura 233 will win, and finally they have. Guys, how do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we expected that we'd be the team with the advantage coming into this one, and we expected ourselves to translate our scrims and training into the battlefield, and we did just that, and we won.
Was there a particular game plan though?
Yeah, we actually had a game plan from the beginning, which was like total domination. There wasn't really anything that we needed to show people out there yet. So this game was already like a walk in the park for the team. We already had a plan, and that's what we just came here and we executed that.
But from you, was there a particular choice of weapon for you that you feel that this works for me every single time?
Yeah, the SMG, the USS9. I mean, there's a new weapon, but we are still trying that out. And apart from that, I use a shotgun, but I'm really comfortable with the SMG. So, yeah.
All right, guys, congratulations to you all. So let me remind you that we are still within the premises of Arena 233. They are some part of our sponsors. Also, we are being supported by Esports Federation of Ghana. They are supporting this fully. Also, if you see the streaming, it is being done by Geeks Game City. Also, we have a sponsorship from Carry1st, and also we are being supported by Call of Duty Mobile as well. So we have a rep from Carry1st, and he'll do the presentation. Please, you're welcome.
All right then. So, guys, you had an amazing run. I mean, last year and happening this year again. Looking forward to seeing you in Lagos, and congratulations for being our Ghana champions for the Carry1st Africa Cup and securing that ticket to battle for $15,000 and a place in the Call of Duty Mobile World Championships. Let's hear it for Aura 233, ladies and gentlemen. All right then. Thank you very much, guys. You can exit.
A round of applause to them again. They've done great. So please, you can take your... So as I was saying earlier, these have now, Aura 233 have now won an all-expense-paid trip to Lagos, Nigeria, and they will be playing the rest there. Remember, this is only the Ghanaian version, so they'll be going to Nigeria to continue from there, and hopefully they get to win the $15,000 prize. And joining me here right now is 31 Knots Esports. They've done awesome. They've gone through it. A lot of people canceled them out. A lot of people didn't think that they'll get this far, but they are here. And for me, I feel that the fact that they've been able to make it this far shows that they really deserved to be part of it. Guys, well done. Well done. But what happened though? Can you run me through it? What happened? Because after the first two maps, a lot were still, people were still rooting for you. They knew that, after the first two maps, Aura 233, they are good, but they felt that, you guys also still has some chance. But what happened?
Do I take the mic? So apart from them having like good experience with the maps, we were rather focusing on way like tougher maps that are usually used in comp. So we honestly weren't looking this direction. And apart from that, I mean, it's not an excuse though, but we had a couple of players who were having network issues too, but that's fine. They genuinely won that. So no problem. They are the better players. Congrats to them. And for my team, we'll keep on working well. I mean, yeah, that's all I can say.
All right, so let me ask. Maybe you step forward a bit. Let me ask. I mean, you've been playing Call of Duty Mobile for a while now. Tell me, are there, from experience, do you think that there are some things that you feel that it can add to it to make the experience much more exciting for you?
I think
they should introduce a new rank system, probably like a rank system that feels like competitions. So no UAVs, no score streaks and other things, which makes it way more competitive for other players, because some people spam perks like persistence, hardline, which helps them even though they are not good. Yeah, so I think they should introduce a new separate rank system, something similar to rank S. For people who know what I'm talking about, exactly.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. You've done a great job. And let me remind you that we are still being supported by Esports Federation of Ghana, also by Carry1st and Call of Duty Mobile. And the premises is for Arena 233, the very best place to come, whole of Ghana, if you want to do any form of gaming. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.
All right, guys. I mean, it's been I want to use the word long road, but it hasn't been a long road, man. It was a very short stream we did, guys. They did not like, the fans did not like. It was actually short, but we have finally come to the end of our short stream here, and R233 totally dominant, man. The Ghanaian champions, they proved that the crown is on their head now, and they are heading to that Lagos final, where that's where things are going to get really tense. But this is it. This is where we sign off. But again, big shout out to Carry1st, big shout out to them. And it's been your boy Carl with the one and only Tiano. But again, before we let you guys go, guys, I want to ask you guys, if you're on the White Chat on TikTok, wherever you're watching, I want to ask you guys a little favor before we go and end the stream. I want you guys to go and use the hashtag Tiano come back on the YT there. We want Tiano back to come, chat. You guys leave a hashtag there, hashtag Tiano come back. Because Tiano, man, when are we going to see you back, man?
Carl, you're giving me too much premium gas here, my bro. I really do appreciate it, though. But all the praise must go to you, brother. Yeah, you are phenomenal on the mic, and we can't wait to hear more from you. And once again, just a massive GGs and congratulations to the champions of Ghana. Aura 233 going to fly the Ghanaian flag high there in Lagos. I mean, undefeated, Carl. I don't even think they dropped the map in the whole bracket leading up to the grand finals now of the Ghanaian qualifier. It's fantastic. It has to be said. It has to be noted. I mean, fantastic. Pure Call of Duty competitive gameplay from them. And Carl, let's not forget, for Ghanaian players, you guys have got that 20% off on that beautiful mythic VMP, only for today, from what I understand, to obviously celebrate the Ghana qualifiers, and they must enjoy this time while the offer stands, Carl. I mean, they can flex the gun there in rank play, use it at next year's qualifiers. Hopefully, Carl, we see Africa Carry1st Cup iteration number 3. And perhaps we'll be able to meet in person as one day, my dude. And yeah, just enjoy everything that comes with African competitive Call of Duty Mobile. It's been an absolute pleasure co-casting this Ghana qualifiers with you, Carl. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
And myself, man, I mean, I'm just glad to be among the legend like Tiana, guys, no doubt. So, all of you with the Tiana comeback, guys, thank you so much on the White Chat there. See you guys. So again, this is where we are going to sign off officially for the Carry1st Africa Cup 2025 World Championship Africa Qualifiers Ghana Regional Finals. It's been exciting. It's been wonderful. And we'll see you guys soon. But don't forget, guys, make sure you head into cup.carry1st.com and register your teams if your region has not played South Africa, the Wildcat region, Kenya, and of course Nigeria as well. So don't forget, the dates are on your screen now, so make sure you go and get your regis in before the game or your games kick off and your game starts. SA already done, so you can't reg anymore for SA, but their games are still going on. Kenya, please send your regis in. Wildcat as well, and of course NG heading into that land grand finals on the 30th of August and 31st. So again, we'll see you guys there, guys. Carry1st.com if you want to get your reg in. Again, it's been your boy Carl with the one and only legendary Tiano himself. And this is where we say goodbye to you guys. Have a lovely day.
Cheers. Much love.
Like, how could we bring people together around a moment? And a defining moment for the continent, a defining moment for the game. Are you guys ready?
It definitely, plays with your emotions.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how many close calls happened.
Where I can.
They could close this out and claim glory, African glory on Call of Duty Mobile.